Old ass Donnie.
Oh boy, fucking feeling young today.
Are you?
Yeah, got my reps in. You know,
It's that Halloween spirit possessed you.
Yeah, that fucking. There's a lot of people moving today. I'm at the U-Haul shop. I'm at the storage thing. And I'm like, dude, fucking Saturday's moving day for everybody.
I feel like everyone's moving for some dumb fucking reason this weekend.
You know, this is 31st. Tomorrow's rent day.
Oh,
Yep.
damn! They all piecing out.
Yep, 31st.
They just don't want to give out candy. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move.
Yeah.
I mean, is Halloween even a thing this year? Like,
I seen a kid on Ron and Caster with a
bag.
with a bucket.
I don't know, man. I don't. Nah. Well, first of all, not only do I not have any candy, nor did I decorate.
Uh-huh.
I'm not participating in that shit.
Okay.
Don't be coming knocking on my door unless you're like DoorDash
That's funny.
or GoPuff, dropping off my beers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, it's weird. Like, Halloween is canceled in my book.
Yeah. I normally wouldn't participate. I do got 2 buckets of candy.
Like, I mean, if we weren't in the middle of a goddamn fucking pandemic and all these bullshit ass riots going on, like, yeah, for sure, maybe I'd have some candy, but no,
Yeah. This is tricky.
not doing it.
Are we just in a simulation else?
At this rate, yeah, dude. Like, what's happening next?
Are we just 2 sane dudes just looking out the window like there's a fire, there's a riot, there's a fuck, you know what I mean?
Bro, I like, I'm so sick of this shit. Like, I don't even know what to do anymore. Dude, I told you about my toothbrush dilemma. Like, I fucking went to go buy a goddamn toothbrush at 8 p.m. Like, that's a reasonable fucking time.
Yeah.
CVS is, like, technically open 24 hours anyway, or until, like, 10 p.m. or 11 at the latest.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to a CVS wasted, drunk as fuck for no reason, like, buying, like, dumb shit, right? Like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
That's a thing. They're like the 7-Eleven of pharmacies. So, they should be open. I fucking get there, these bitches are just boarded up, like, sorry, we closed at 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Just, like, what? Come on, man. Who the fuck's gonna loot a CVS?
Yeah. And the thing is, you're in the Northeast.
And you know the craziest thing is, people probably fucking would. People probably would fucking loot that bitch up. Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. I thought about it. By the way, episode 40 of my podcast.
Hey.
I thought.
40? I love even numbers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right? You hit the 40 and it's just fucking. Boom. We should celebrate with a 40. I think that's the move.
Yo, let's do it.
Yeah. Here's the crazy part about okay, so you live in Northeast Philly. Northeast Philly isn't really, it's barely a part of Philly.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's like, it's not hard. Like, it's not a crazy part of fucking, like you don't meet gangsters up here. Like, you're not gonna run up like homies like, yo, man, you in that Ronhurst block, son, back the fuck up. Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, where everyone's kind of chill, you know? Like, we're like, I'm literally on the verge of, like, the subs. Like, I'm right there, dude. Like, if you go down Ron that way for 5 minutes, you're in Rockledge.
It's
then
true,
you're in Abington. Then you're in fucking Jenkintown if you go down Cotman. Like, I'm, like, right on the edge.
Yeah, like, it's a sweet area of the city. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, to me, Philly is Center City.
Yeah.
And the surrounding, like, ghetto. Yeah. Right?
The North Philly.
Yeah. Anyway, look, like, once the blue and orange lines stop, like, once you get to Frankfurt Terminal, dude, now you're in the burbs.
It's like this.
Yeah.
Philly is anything but ghetto until you start hitting numbered or alphabet lettered streets.
That's true. Yeah.
As soon as A Street or First Street hits, that's it. You're in the ghetto.
That's true.
Like, basically.
M in Kensington, that's raw. That's true. Yeah, but yeah,
like, you could see it, dude. Like, you could see it. You could drive down the boulevard from where we're at right now. As soon as you hit A Street, bro, it's just like a different vibe. Like, it's like you just fucking walked into the Badlands, dude, and like anything can possibly happen. But like, it's the weirdest thing because it has that look to it. Like the houses automatically become fucking like weird fucking row homes.
Yeah,
and then like that's just it from there, and then it just starts hitting like Center City. Yeah, it's just weird.
The density. If you start, I feel like Bethesda made Philly. Because you have
the level 1 area.
You have Center City, right? And it's just
it's the end game.
Yeah.
No. It's more comparable to fucking the Division, where you go into the fucking the dark zones or whatever they're called, like where it's like most craziest loot in the world.
Yeah.
But it's also the hardest difficulty.
Yeah.
And it's all like you have to like there's like a certain time limit you have to like beating it or something like that. Like what the fuck is I forgot what it's called, but it's that's basically what it was. Like you went in there, you had your party, and then I don't remember what it was called. I think it was called like the dark zone because there was like very minimal light and shit, and like all the enemies had like crazy ass fucking abilities and shit.
Yeah,
wild.
It's 52nd. That's 52nd Market. Yeah, that's absolutely it.
Except no loot, bro. There's no good loot in Philly.
There's. I feel like I used to talk about the Yu Yu Hakusho used to be the big show, and so when I explained to my buddies how Philly worked, I'm like North Philly and West Philly. That's like the S-class demons. You know what I mean? Those are the toughest dudes live there. You know what I'm saying? Like New York's funny, right? Because the higher the number gets, the harder it gets. Like Goku can't go past 210th Street in New York. You know what I'm saying?
Goku can definitely pass New York.
No, but like
my man, Goku could pass any fucking street. No problem.
Maybe not like 230. Like, but like it's just
he gotta hit Ultra Instinct and then he'll be
exactly. Yeah, it's just funny because like when you're up at I don't know what they call it, front or first. That's the sweetest area, right? It's a couple blocks from 9/11. It's the financial district. It's cute, right? Get to around 80th Street. You're getting towards the middle, towards the end of like Central Park aside. You know New York, right? Once you hit 100, 110th, I mean that's when like but you need to have your you know what I mean? You got to go KO Chem 1 on that joint. You got to walk up. Cool, and then you just have to make sure like it just gets worse and worse as you go up. Like on average, you know. But Philly's funny because you have Center City, right? And you have Broad goes through it and Market goes through it, right?
Yeah.
And you're just standing at the center of the city. It's really like a strange compass, like a map point, right?
Yeah.
And so there's that. I look at Philly like this. When you go Market, from where the blue line starts and ends, 69th to Frankfurt, that's Philly. The orange line, you know what I mean, starts at like Fern Rock, ends at the stadium. Yeah. That's Philly. When you start getting past those areas and when you start seeing trees and shit, then like it's a density thing, right? Center City starts highest density and then it just decreases until we're out here.
Yeah.
Right? It's like here and then it's a little lower density like at the Nabisco factory.
Yeah.
And it's just built like that. Point being, I don't know why they're boarding up stores around here. No one's going to loot around here.
People still do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like... It's not a nice enough area to where you're safe completely.
Yeah.
But it's also a semi-populated enough area to where people aren't going to go downtown to do that shit from here. So they're going to be like, yo, let's just fucking walk down CBS and break that shit up.
That's true. Yeah, you see like small gang PvP out here.
Yeah,
you see
like
5
gangs,
to 10.
dude. It's gangs, bro. It's just small scale fucking GVGs.
It's really like our crew from 8 years ago. It's half of them deciding like, yo, let's go out and goof around a little. You know what I mean? It ain't huge, but it's the local delinquents will.
Yeah. It's super small scale.
Yeah, it's like nighttime in Persona. Like all the freaks come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Philly's got this ring of shit around it, right? Because you got Center City, which is nice. And then
I wouldn't say Center City's nice either. It's like a mix. It depends on when you go there.
Yeah,
I guess because it's like a vampire city, right? Like as soon as the darkness sets and there's no cars on the fucking road anymore, it's like no parked cars. Rather, I'm sorry. Yeah. Then you know you shouldn't be out there. Like,
that's true.
You probably just
Nowadays it's jacked up, but like pre-COVID, it was nice until 2:30.
Yeah, look, let's put it this way, right? Yeah. When you could park for free on the road is when you shouldn't be there. That's how it fucking works. Like if you could pull up on any block and parking is free, which is usually after 9 p.m. I think.
Yeah,
you shouldn't be down there. You shouldn't be down there. Not even in like Rittenhouse Square areas and shit. Like not even like in the nicer parts. Like it's still super sketchy, dude. I used to play Pokemon Go out there all the fucking time, all fucking night long, dude. Like just doing stupid shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pokemon. Yo, a couple kids got jacked from Pokemon Go.
Yeah, I almost got jacked. That's why I'm fucking speaking from experience, dude. I'm like it was weird, dude. I ran out and like I went to go catch a fucking like a Charizard or something like that. Like something that I didn't have. I don't remember what it was. And I was like, I need him. And my buddy, like, we were just leaving, so he got in his car. I was like, oh fuck, there's a thing in the middle of the park. I'm gonna go run and grab it real quick, right?
Yeah.
He was like, all right, I'm gonna meet you on the other end, because you know how Rittenhouse Square and all those parks are square.
Yeah.
Right. So, and it's basically like, think of a square, right? And then there's like an X through basically the roads, right? So you could cut through diagonally. Yeah. So that's how it was. So we were on the left, on the north side, I guess, northeast, and he was just gonna be like, all right, meet me on the southwest side. So I would just go diagonally straight down, right? I was like, all right, cool. Great. So I'm walking in, bro. I swear to God, as soon as I take like 10 steps, and this is after just chilling there for like the last 2 hours, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm walking in and some fucking kid like walks up. He's like, I'm literally like in my phone, right? I'm like, fuck, where is this Pokemon, man? Like, I gotta get him. Yeah. I gotta get him. And some kid's like, hey, yo, what's up, bro? What are you doing out here? I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I start fucking speed walking. But like the funniest thing is because I knew I had Sanctuary in the middle of the square, right? Because there was a gym there and there was like 50 different other nerds out there that were fucking all just chilling there, just battling each other, like doing all kinds of shit. But it was these little outskirts, right, of the fucking entrances and the exits, bro, where the fucking homies were like, hey, yo, run your shit. I'm like, no. So I just booked it straight down to the thing, caught the fucking mon, and just ran the fuck out, dude. I was like, fuck that. No, I peaced out. Yo, my man was like, no, I kept hearing him yell at me at the end. As I was like walking faster, he was like, hey, yo, hold up, man, hold up. I gotta ask you something. I'm like, nah, bro, you're not asking me shit. First of all, it's like 3 a.m. Ain't nobody having a conversation at Rittenhouse Square Park where the lights went out already. Like, we're not doing this, dude.
Like, describe the kid, like an actual kid, like teens, early 20s.
I mean, like, just like, I don't know, probably like 17, maybe 18. Maybe. Damn. Barely, I'd say.
You're 18, it's 3 in the morning, you're in Center City, you don't live you probably don't live nowhere near there.
Savages, bro.
Holy moly.
Savages, bro.
Yeah, that's a Jukes move, right? Because it's like, all right, the 50 nerds are in the middle. It's like, all right, let's just play.
That's what I'm saying. You just chill outside because, you know, easy pickings.
Yeah, let's dance the borders and just pick them off as they roll.
Yeah. I mean, you can make a killing, bro, stealing them cell phones like that.
Just picking up them little Go Pads they be running around with. Like, all right,
I mean, you just cop the phones and that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You don't even need the wallets or nothing. But yeah, I just fucking booked it straight down the middle. I was like, all right, I'm safe. And then I just pieced out the other end. I was like, yeah.
What's awesome in my head, I imagine you're running, like you see them, but you still got your phone in your hand. So like you're jumping in a little fountain thing in the middle or whatever the fuck it is. I imagine you like jumping onto it and be like, bam, I caught the Charizard. Like you're in motion catching Charizard.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That would be the ideal situation. But no, I like ran up and huddled next to all the other nerds. So that way, you know.
Yeah, I got
like we're a squad. Nobody fucking with us now. You know, like nobody would mess with
you did
a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like I did some Assassin's Creed shit, right? Where I blended in with the priests and whatnot.
Yeah.
I just walked up. I was like, boom, caught my fucking Charmander.
So
peaced out.
Yeah. And that's what we were talking about last time with the whole the nerds they survive now, right? They learn.
Well, it's not even that. It's just a pack, dude. Like, I mean,
they got
nobody's gonna fuck with like 50 different people. Like, why would you do that? Like, no matter who they are.
That's true.
If they're skinny nerds or if they're buff ass dudes, like if there's like 10 plus people and you're by yourself, like you're not gonna do anything.
I feel like if 10 nerds approach, I feel like I could take out at least 5 nerds.
You probably could, but I mean,
yeah, I feel like that's kind of like
you'd still lose that fight.
It depends, you know. Shit, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah, but you got to think about it too. So you're a nerd, so now you got the same tactics that they do.
I got that.
They gonna be fucking hitting you with like the Razengans and the fucking shurikens and shit. Like they'll be fucking your shit up on some like drop kicks.
I got to roll in.
So like you're gonna get the same treatment back. So
I'm gonna know that. Yeah, exactly. I know that the Naruto run's coming at me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I just gotta hope they never read the Book of 5 Rings, and if that's the case, I can take them. But if they know my bullshit, then I can't do it.
I mean they're nerds. They probably do.
Yeah, there's a way. Shigeru, not Miyamoto. What's his face? Musashi Miyamoto. 2 different dudes. 500 years apart. Musashi,
is that the only difference? Like,
yeah, I mean, they're both gamers, you know. Musashi, he said, here's how you beat a bunch of people that you normally couldn't beat, is you run away, and so the fastest guy, like they all start to form a line, right? Because you're running away, they're chasing you down. Fastest guy's up first. You just pivot on your heel, just fucking bang at the first guy, and then you run away again. And you continue the process until you win the fight.
Yeah, but that's assuming that you're faster than the rest of them.
Yeah, you have to, I think when you're being chased, you have there's something like your brain says, all right, it's time to.
No, you don't just get a burst of speed. Like you don't just become faster because you're like in a dangerous situation. You still run the same speed.
Yeah, how?
Like if you could run 5 miles an hour, you're not gonna like at your max speed. You're not just gonna run 7 all of a sudden. That's not gonna.
I don't know. The human body is capable of some interesting things.
Yeah, I mean, once adrenaline starts kicking, sure, but like you're not just gonna get a boost of speed out of nowhere. Like
I think the human body, it's whatever you can.
Shoe special ability kicks in, like
yeah, whatever you can normally lift, right? Let's say like weight wise, right? You can theoretically lift it's about 3 times as much as that. If you're, there's cases where like a mother, like her son is trapped under a car, and it's just a matter like
why would your fucking kid be stuck under a car?
This is just the anecdote they throw out there when it comes to shit like that.
Like, why do they come up with the most absurd fucking situations?
I think that actually,
it's like the same math shit where they're like, Bobby has 50,000 oranges. Like, what the fuck is he doing with that? Where is he getting it from?
Yeah, but I think that actually happened once. I remember a long time ago. I remember reading this.
My man had 50,000 oranges.
Nah, not that.
And he ate 2 to figure out how many he had.
Yeah, those are some joker. Like, I got 42 candy bars and I got diabetes. Like, that's what Bobby's got. Now, I think there was a long time ago. I think just they throw it out as an anecdote. Like, when you need, like, when there's a certain scenario or situation, I think your body is 3 times as strong as it actually is. The only difference is you're going to destroy muscle tissue. You know what I mean? Like normally than you would through just benching normally. You know what I mean? Like it's to a severe degree.
I don't know. I'm gonna need some solid fucking proof on that one.
We can.
I mean, I'm sure you definitely get a slight boost, but it's not 3 times as much as you could do. There's no fucking.
That's
way.
The theoretical.
That's too fucking high.
That's a theoretical level.
That's literally like.
Yeah.
That's such a ridiculous amount.
It is.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's ridiculous, but I think that's roughly what the human body, like if you on average, that's roughly what the human body should be capable of. It's probably a more precise number.
It's probably like 0.3 times more. Is what it is.
I mean, really. You can Google it to say how does the body work.
How does the body work?
That's a deep research. I'm
not googling.
That's an episode. I think that's an episode 41 statement. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, that's a separate fucking. That's a separate project, man.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but I started playing Pokemon Go a little bit myself.
What, like recently or?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I started talking to this chick, and that's
that why.
Yeah, so she said, "Hey man, I gotta go do this raid."
I wish there was more fucking shit around here that's walkable distance.
Oh, is it shit?
That's my only problem.
Yeah.
Like if I lived downtown, I would definitely take more walks. I'd actually play it.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like stops everywhere.
Yeah.
Like here, I gotta walk like a mile that way to get a stop, and then I gotta walk a mile this way to get a fucking gym. And I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Christ, like the closest stop anywhere here is Northeast, and that's like a mile. Almost 2 miles.
And it's one thing, right?
It's like a gym and a stop.
I got you.
It's not even worth it.
There's a spot out in Bristol where there's 4, like when I went to the raid thing or whatever, there's like 4 locations. Like there's just, okay, you can do this guy, you can do that guy. There's like 3 or 4 gyms, 5 gyms, and like, yeah, it's just
if you ever go downtown and open that app up, it's like there's just everything and anything everywhere. Like every step you ever take.
I wonder what Linden Ave is like, because I feel like that's a spot.
Linden's not bad. Linden's good in like in the actual parking lot of where the lake part is.
Yeah, that seems to be like where people congregate. It seems like it kind of populates a thing.
Well, the cool thing is they started doing now you can suggest a Pokestop or a gym.
Okay.
So like if for whatever reason like you want to suggest a landmark that they missed or something, like you can vote on it and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
So like for people in rural areas where they had like absolutely fuck all, right? They could just be like, oh well, there's a fucking church down here. Can you put a gym there or some shit?
I got you.
And if you get enough like votes or whatever, they do like enough reviews.
Yeah.
You can get it to pass, which is kind of cool.
Oh, that's cool. What do they do? Do they just kind of measure traffic? Like, okay, this is a legitimate spot.
I have no idea. I think there's like a specific thing that you do, and then you just send them in like a request, and they'll like review it or whatever.
Nice. They're the same. Niantic. They're the same company that does Ingress.
Yeah, and the Harry Potter thing.
Is there a Harry Potter thing too?
There's a fucking Harry Potter thing.
Oh,
now.
well, my
it's like the same shit as Pokemon Go. But it's just Harry Potter, like, skinned.
Ingress looked dope, but now it just adds up to the fact that there's just dudes that are like, all right, they just drive around, right?
Yeah, but that's how people play Pokemon Go anyway.
Yeah, but like it's funny because they're like, all right, we control this territory, like there's 2 factions or whatever. Do you know how Ingress works?
Nah. I'm like familiar with it, but
it's good. You start off, you're one with 2 factions, and yeah, you have to control these things, and then like they form like triangles and other shapes. And like, bam, now this is my territory. That kind of thing.
Oh, shit.
And so dudes are like, yeah, they're fucking, all right, they hacked us at the library. So you're in your crib just chilling. All right, I go to the fucking library and stand and park out front like a chomo and just fucking.
That's fucking absurd, man.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm like, dude, motherfuckers are.
But it's like now, even if, well, because all the stuff is shared. So now, even if you're playing Ingress or whatever Hogwarts bullshit it is. It's like you're still like people are still going to be out there playing Pokemon. I think Pokemon is much more popular anyway off of that. So
yeah,
like more people are actually going to be playing Pokemon out there. People still play Pokemon Go, like a shitload of people do.
Yeah,
I promise you. It's just you don't see it as like as common as it was. I guess what was it like when it blew up when it first came out? Like what 2016 or some shit.
Yeah,
like that summer, dude. Everybody was playing that shit. Yeah, everybody. That shit was on the fucking news. Like people were bitching that people were driving and playing it. Like it was crazy.
Hillary Clinton was telling people to Pokemon Go to the polls and vote. Yeah. Fucking like, okay.
Yeah, now they're just telling it everywhere they fucking possibly get an opportunity to fucking tell you.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I watched fucking Borat 2 yesterday. That shit fucking told me to go vote. Like, what the fuck, man?
I saw that, John. That was interesting.
Did you actually watch it?
I did my whole, like, I seen, the first...
You did your whole thing where you just fucking took a nap halfway through it.
I seen the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I get it.
I seen the first 20 minutes of it. I zoned out.
So you didn't watch it.
And then I caught the second half. And
so you didn't watch it.
I saw the end. I saw...
You can't... No, you can't fucking watch shit like that, bro. You can't ever come to somebody and say, yeah, I've watched it, by watching the first 10 minutes of it, watching the fucking intro, right? And then taking a fucking 2-hour nap and waking up to the credits. Just 5 minutes before the credits start, Don, you can't fucking say that you watched it. You didn't watch it.
I said 20 minutes first.
No, you didn't fucking... I don't care. It doesn't matter. It sounds better when I fucking shorten it.
Yeah,
that's probably really what happened. You're just compensating, and you're trying to make it sound like you actually watched it. You didn't.
I definitely...
You gotta watch it.
I definitely saw the rally. I saw when they went to Giuliani, and I saw when he went home.
Yeah, you saw, like, the most fucking controversial parts.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you saw. You didn't watch the whole fucking movie. Dude, by the way, fucking hysterical. Like, I haven't laughed at a movie that much, I think, since, like... Fuck, I don't even know, man. It's been a while. Yeah. It's been a long time since I laughed that much.
Yeah. My thing with Borat is that there's this narrative around him where he's this character. He's from Kazakhstan. He's gonna, like the story around him is kind of funny, but like it's a little goofy and it just kind of shuts my brain off. I wish it would be more like Jackass, where like, we're gonna do this now, and then they just does the skit. He does the prank.
Well, does he? So like, because this is what I can't figure out. I didn't. It's been a while since I watched the first one, so I don't remember if that was the thing. And I obviously am not going to fucking research Borat. Like, I just sit there and fucking Google every piece of info about it. But like, is it like an actual thing where they like all the people that are in it know they're in it, or is it just like they're fucking around with people?
He's got participators. You know what I mean? He's got
like when he would go to the store and order like a fucking cake that says like I'm your daddy or some shit. Like that's not fucking real, right?
What did that cake say in this one? I forget.
Dude, it was Jesus Christ, it was
bonkers, whatever.
Yeah, it was, and it was like a bunch of smiley faces and shit.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he said. Fuck, man.
Yeah, it was.
I literally just watched it.
It was something horrible, and then he was like,
"Can
you
bad.
Put a few? That'll cheer him up."
Yeah,
I feel like he really, because there's a story that came out that he revealed his identity during a skit out of respect for somebody. He's like, hey, he took his shit off. He's like, hey, I'm Sacha Baron Cohen. I'm just fucking around, chill. But yeah, I think he really, besides the people he needs to place to kind of pull shit off, I feel like he's really pranking people. Like he's really fucking with them.
That's kind of fucking wild, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the shit that he fucking did in that movie is like fucking crazy.
What was your favorite part?
Oh god, dude. Honestly, I think my favorite part was like this one little scene where you know how he's like he had that little book about how his daughter's not like fucking to be treated as like a human being basically. So the first time when she gets shipped to America and then he's like, all right, fine, you can stay. I'll gift you to the fucking whatever to Mike Pence, and he. And dude, I'm telling you, it's the most minor scene in the entire fucking movie, but I don't think I laughed at anything harder than that, dude. So he's like, all right, so we're gonna go to this place, and there's like a scene where it just breaks down and it's like a side view, and he drives up, parks, and then she just runs up next to him, dude. That was fucking hysterical. He didn't even let her get in the car the shit that they were fucking trying to get to. And she was just running alongside him, dude. I was fucking rolling off of that. Like, I don't know why I just found that shit so funny.
He's good at those subtle, you know what I mean?
Like, it wasn't even like a joke that like should be caught, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's just these in-passing jokes of just like, because a normal joke is like set up, punchline, haha, we all laugh. He's just like...
like the subtle little stuff that they did in there was definitely my favorite by far.
Yeah, he's just like, how horrible can I be? And but I buy it. And it's subtle and you really believe...
Yep.
Like, he's just, oh, yes. Women should be chattel. Like that kind of shit. Like,
yep.
Yeah, I remember it really hit me. What's that other movie he did? Bruno?
Yeah, Bruno.
It really...
And then he did The Dictator. The Dictator was pretty fucking bonkers, too.
Dictator, I might have to look at that.
That was like where he's like a fucking Saudi Arabian warlord or some shit. Like, yeah, that one was pretty crazy.
I love how he engineers his way into situations. I'm a big fan of the fact that he's just like, he got Rudy Giuliani to like do a thing with him.
Yeah,
like, what a genius.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was that real? Like, is it what the fuck? I mean, that's crazy.
Because anybody can just, you know what I mean, like.
But you saw that part in the movie though, right? Like it's like it's almost like he didn't even know that. Like it was such a weird scene.
Yeah, Rudy. I mean, definitely a guy like him would not do that kind of press, like knowingly. You know what I'm saying? He definitely.
So it was fake then.
No. I mean, he definitely thought he was doing one thing, and
then they got him on the other.
And then it ended up and then just SBC's just like
sketchy, bro.
Cool,
that's sketchy.
Because you can do, he's a guy in media, in entertainment. He can engineer anything he needs to. He can say, I'm this media outlet, I'm doing this, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So there's always a kitchen window open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a dude like him he'll find the exploit and then fucking God, that's horrible. And Bruno, it really the thing that killed me was he was doing this thing for a while, and then he's on the treadmill. He's on the bike. He's on like the stationary bike, and then the camera it zooms out, and you see that the bike is powering a dildo that's going in and out of the other dude's ass, and he just starts the scene like, it's just like, yo, can you?
It's fucking absurd, man.
I think I stopped watching it after that, but not because I'm like one of those dudes. Oh, this is, right. I was just like, dude, you really can't. It's like the first 30 minutes of Full Metal Jacket. It's like, after that, dude, you're not gonna. I don't care about the rest of this movie. That was the fucking high point. Fucking. You never seen that, did you?
Nah, you probably just fell asleep.
Nah.
You just fell asleep, and then when you woke up, the next movie was on or some shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, I saw that one too, and you were like at the very end of it anyway.
Nah, look, Full Metal Jacket, it's a military movie. It starts in boot camp. And
Isn't it a TV show?
Nah.
What the fuck is that?
It's a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Yeah.
It came out in the 80s, 90s.
There's another Full something, whatever, on TV. I don't even remember.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, no, not that one.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever. I'm not even gonna remember.
I got you. It's so great because the dude Arnie, he plays the drill sergeant in that movie, and he's like Arnie Ernick or some bull. Like, he has a weird name, right?
Right.
And so he came on to like just help write the script for the boot camp part, and he saw the script that they had, and it was dog shit. He's like, this is not how they talk at boot camp. You know what I mean? It was all like a Hollywood dude's idea of it. Like, God, drop and give me 10, maggot. Like, that kind of bullshit. He's like, no, dude. let me rewrite this shit, and I'm gonna hook you up with something. And then he ends up playing the drill sergeant. So he's like, "You fucking scumbag!" He starts going off. You know, there's a string of racial slurs that's right off the bat.
Oh, God.
So there's that, but there's all these soldiers like, "Sergeant!" Like there's this guy, this black dude like, "Sergeant, Sergeant!" It's fucking, and the dude's just like.
Is it an action movie or?
Yeah, it is, because the first half is the boot camp, or the first 30 minutes of it is boot camp, and then the rest of it takes place in Vietnam. Mm. And it's amazing because there's this guy, they start calling him Private Pile, and he's just out to lunch. He doesn't have 2 brain cells to rub together to make a third. He's beat. So he's like sneaking donuts, and then the whole unit gets in trouble for it, and they soap and sock him at night.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but then he becomes screwed in, and he really gets his shit together. I'm not going to spoil the end of the clip for you, but it's wild.
I'm not going to watch it.
Okay, so the guy, so Private Pile becomes...
This is like from the fucking, what, like 80s?
Late 80s, early 90s, something like that. It's actually amazing. A lot of things about Kubrick are fucking brilliant. But at the end, he's so screwed in that he's just like, he's ready to kill somebody. And so, like, on the last day of boot camp, he's just in the latrine at night with his rifle. And the boy Joker, he's the main guy. You know what I mean? He's a piece of shit, but, like, he becomes, like, he's the dude. He discovers him in the latrine. Fucking drill sergeant walks in. "What the fuck are you doing with that rifle, sir?" Like, all that shit. He's like, "Unfuck yourself. Get that shit out of your head." And he blows his fucking brains out, and then kills himself.
Oh, shit.
And then Joker just goes to Vietnam and just has a ball. That's where that line, "Me love you long time, sucky, sucky, $5. You never heard that?
I heard it.
Yeah. That's where it comes from. Yeah, the scene after that, he's just on the street. Some chick like, "I love you a long time, $5." And then he's like, "Sure." And like she steals a camera. A dude rolls up on a fucking little motorbike, and then they escape. And then the soldiers just sit there like, "We don't give a fuck. This is stupid." Fucking great movie. But yeah, scratch that.
On this episode of F Mob, we review ancient fucking movies.
Dude, I've seen that movie. I've seen that clip 10 times, and I'd love to hear about that shit. Oh man, ask anybody.
Makes your nipples pointy.
Look, man, I'm hard right now. What the hell was I saying? Yeah. That's okay. That's how that relates to Borat, and yeah,
I guess so.
Let's get into the second act, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I really did. Like, it was fucking hysterical. I wasn't expecting it to be that funny.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah, pretty fucked up shit in there. Like, it's weird because it's like, is it okay to laugh at that shit? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, there's a lot of fucking weird topics that they were doing in there. I'm like, I'm not a sensitive person by any means, but I'm like, there's definitely a lot of people that would find that like movie very, very, very offensive.
Yeah. And that's what it is nowadays and shit. It's like Trump.
But it's like, I mean, it's comedy. Like, you're not exactly. Like, it's not a fucking documentary. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not talking about real fucking problems. Like, it's just jokes, whatever. Yeah. Like, people need to lighten the fuck up.
Yeah, and that's the crux of it, is that with comedy, you suspend reality. It's not to be taken literally. It's just a rhetoric performance, and it's just like, all right, fucking, he did it. He said some shit.
Yeah.
Comedians are so important to our society. They say the shit that everyone's kind of thinking, but you just don't talk about because you're like, well, I'm not gonna lose my.
I don't know. I mean, people just fucking don't even talk about sensitive topics like that anymore. Like, it's just, it's better to not say anything or not comment on something than to talk about it, because no matter what you say, you're always gonna be wrong.
True.
Like there's always going to be somebody that's never going to agree with you. It doesn't matter where you are or what you say. Or like you could say, I don't like rapists. And there's going to be a fucking cunt somewhere out there that's like, well, rapists are all right. Fuck this guy. Was he talking about it? Like in the most extreme bullshit, like somebody's still going to disagree with you. Like, it's just fucking outrageous.
Yeah. I can go down to Reeves Wooderice and order a fucking small.
And somebody be like, why aren't you going to medium? Fucking, what are you, like, watching calories or something?
Yeah,
like,
someone catches me on Instagram like, here goes the Don trying to knock those.
Look at him, he should be eating fucking kale.
He's trying to shed those 100 pounds, you know? Like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's like, that's what's wrong right now is that problems are solved through debate, right? There's a thing, there's a an idea, a theory, a stereotype. There's stuff out there, and it needs people that care to dig into it need to look at it and dissect it and go back and forth and be like, well, what about this? What about that? And I mean, then you have like a red team, white team thing where it's like, all right, I'll make my case.
It's literally shirts and blouses nowadays.
Yeah,
it's just the most sensitive pieces of shit in the world, and the people that don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's like there's you take a topic like abortion or some shit, right? It's like at the end of the day, it's like, hey, like here's how it works. It's a child in someone's body, and some people think, hey, that should be her choice, and it's symbiotic, and like it's not parasitic, but it relies on the chick's body.
Parasitic, dude.
Yeah,
that's not the right term.
Yeah, because it sits in a chick's body and it sucks out nutrients, and so it's like, all right, if it can survive out of the womb, cool. That's how it should work.
So you just called all of us parasites. Thank you very much.
We're essentially parasites until
technically, yeah.
Until we're viable outside the womb. Yeah, and then there's another sect of people that are saying, hey, nah, as soon as you're knocked up, now you're now a slave to the colony. You gotta keep doing your shit right because we want that kid. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of the...
Why the fuck does society want that kid, though? Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead, like, fuck it. We're already talking about this anyway.
Yeah.
Like, why does anybody give a fuck about what anybody else does? Like, let the fucking person do it. Like, there's so many different circumstances. Like, I mean, if I don't want a kid...
Yeah,
I don't need to have a kid. Like, who the fuck is gonna be out here like, oh yeah, you need to have that kid? Like, no, get fucking beat the fuck up. Like, what are you talking about? Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, because you have two people on any side of a debate, right? But then you also have people, and it's a different set of two categories where it's like, this is what I think, but hey, I live and let live, whatever you want to do. And then you have
I'm at that point, dude. Like, the more and more I think about like people like saying the most outrageous and ridiculous shit without any fucking repercussion, like. It's just the more and more I want to actually make like public assault fucking a real thing. Like people just need to get beat the fuck up, right? So that way they would shut their fucking mouths, right? Like people just need to get fucking clocked every once in a while. Not this fucking like just don't fucking even bother saying anything because that's what it comes down to, right? Yeah. It's like if you're talking about a sensitive subject, you're better off not saying anything, and that's what most people will tell you to do, right? Just either fucking go and fight what your belief is, or just don't even fucking say nothing. And that's the majority of people not saying anything. So like just fuck it. Like just let me fight this dude. Like legally. Let me just beat the piss out of this man because he's a piece of shit. Like people are just like this whole freedom of speech thing like makes people go so fucking far because you technically can say whatever the fuck you want, right? And you could be as the most offensive fucking person in the entire world and you're in the right. Like you have the freedom of speech. Like, but I can't beat you the fuck up for saying shit. But I can't physically come up to you and break your fucking arm or break your fucking neck, put you in the hospital for being the most offensive because words hurt, right? Like at the end of the day, like you could hurt people by just talking shit. Like you definitely can. So let me hurt you physically fucking break them. Like physically hurt them. Like it's just I don't get it.
Well, I feel like freedom of speech, it has its like you have freedom of speech.
Freedom of action, bro. Like, let me shoot you.
Let
me shoot you in the foot, like for talking that shit.
I tell people, anybody online that has beef with me, I'm like, dude, next time you're in Pennsauken, you can catch these hands for free. I'll meet you right at the intersection and we can go.
But it's like you can't fight though. It's not legal. You can't fight. You can't both agree to a fight and then fight and be okay at the end of the day. Because if somebody else sees you and the cops get involved, you're like doesn't matter. You shouldn't be fighting. Which is fucking crazy. I'm not saying people should be like out here throwing hands left and right, but like you should be able to just like beat the piss out of somebody that's such a fucking scumbag.
Well, check me out. In one of those states like Oregon or Washington, duels are a legal thing.
Dude, bring that shit back, man. Like, give me, like, salt pellets. You know what? We shouldn't make it, like, lethal.
Okay.
But, like, give me, like, salt pellets or something.
Okay.
Like, they give fucking truancy agents salt pellet guns. Like, they're allowed to shoot high schoolers.
Do they?
Well, they used to. I know that. Like, why can't I fucking shoot Bob down the street who's talking shit about abortion or something? I fucking shoot him in the fucking leg with some salt pellets.
Let me just ride through. I catch Ills on his bike, like, bang, he ain't even a student.
Bro, for real. I don't know how true that is or if that's like old time, but that's what they used to tell us in high school when we would cut school and those truancy vans would try to catch you, bro. They were out hunting. God, like they were fucking hunting kids, bro.
I wish I went to Northeast and I went in your era because it sounds like so much fun. There's so much to rebel against.
Yeah,
my high school, if you fought, you got kicked out, and you were out $2,000.
Dude, I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out. Like that's the craziest thing. Like people would get kicked out, but like there was so much ridiculous shit going on that it's just
they really can't kick you out because you're in the public school. And you gotta do something so bad because now you're going to a secondary school like Shellcross or Wordsworth or something. You know what I mean?
Camelot.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all the fucking bad kids went.
Camelot.
Yeah, the fucking most ironic name for it. I guess, right?
Fucking Oxford Preparatory Academy, where the fucking knife fights happen. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro. If you knew somebody that was going to Camelot, they were hard, bro. They weren't like just like I wouldn't have lasted in Camelot.
Jay,
I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, I went to in elementary school. They sent me to Wordsworth. That's out in Elkins Park. So like probably somewhere between 2 to 4 years of my elementary school.
Rough.
A van just picks me up. They're like, "You're bad. Come with us." We listen to hip hop on the way and the way back.
Why would they fucking?
They just that's what it was. Van driver's like, boop, hip hop, R&B. Oh, it was great. It was a great era to do it. I discovered music thanks to that shit. If I had never went to a bad kid school, I would never known hip hop, R&B the way I do.
Yeah, I was the LimeWire generation.
Yeah,
that's like arguably the only reason why we knew about fucking Bill Clinton. Because, every fucking third song you download would have that stupid fucking speech on it.
Yeah!
Do you remember that shit?
I do.
It would just be like the fucking... It would just be him, like, saying fucking, yo, my bad, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Like, yo, that was literally the song. And it would be like the whole duration of the song.
Yeah.
And you knew you were fucked.
That was such a strange... God, like, I wish...
Why was that a fucking, like, thing that was taped over your favorite song?
Yeah, they just wanted to put that out. Someone hosted it.
That's wild. That's a conspiracy or something, dude. Like, why was that a thing? Like, that of all fucking things to just put, like... Yeah. You can't just put, like, you fucking dickhead, got you a Trojan, like, now you're fucked.
It was actually his audio, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I wish I could...
It's fucking outrageous, right?
I wish I could dig into the mind of the person who did that. I want to know what their political leaning is.
I have to fucking Google that or something, dude.
Are they pro?
That's a thing afterwards.
I wonder if they're pro or anti Bill Clinton. Like, are they putting this message out to convince you? Or are they reminding you, like, yeah, look at this shitbag. Remember what he did? I feel like the Clinton blowjob ruined this country in a lot of ways. Ever since then, politics was never the same. It wasn't the fact he did it. It wasn't really Newt Gingrich bitching about it on TV. It was everything that happened after. It just became this shit flinging, the lack of civility. I've seen the debate when Bill Clinton got into office. It was civil. It was here's the crazy part. It was him. It was H.W. Bush. It was fucking Ross Perot sitting in the middle, ragging on H.W. And then they're like, "We're never doing that shit again."
There's like a whole thread of it, by the way, for the fucking LimeWire horror stories.
Yeah,
you could look it up after this, but
I got you. I feel like
we're gonna have to dig a little bit deeper into it to figure out why that was a thing. But it was the full speech.
Yeah, I feel like we really need to look at the history starting from Napster up. We really need to figure out what the fuck they were doing. I hate that I was a kid during that era. I wish you could take 34-year-old Don.
I was a kid during that era. I was like fucking 12 or 13, dude.
You're 12. Okay, doing LimeWire, yeah.
Yeah. Well, not Napster. Yeah, Napster was like, what, 90s?
Napster was, I believe, 99 at the earliest. Yeah, I remember, dude, Napster was like, you had your 56K dial-up. You would get 6 kilobytes a second. And here I go talking about old computers again. Yep. Yeah. But you would get a song at 6 kilobytes a second. And Napster was fucked up because if something happened during the middle of it, you wouldn't get it.
Oh.
And there was one guy on the other end of his computer serving you that file.
Oh my god.
And he could be a piece of shit and end you right at like 95. Yeah. And then,
well, I remember the whole like Metallica thing where they were like beefing with Napster because of their fucking songs being illegally downloaded or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember that specifically about Napster. That's actually the only thing I remember about Napster, like in full light.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, nobody else really talked about it. But LimeWire, bro, that shit was different, man. That was like... Because you could legitimately, like, torrent anything you fucking ever wanted from there. As long as you found a file that was legit, you were probably catching a virus along with it.
Yeah.
But, like, you could download, like, so many different things before your computer went to full shit. So now you're like, fuck it.
Yeah, you had to get wise about the file size. When the file size looked iffy, like if it was too small... then you knew something was up.
We didn't give a fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's how...
Nobody gave a fuck, dude. People just were downloading it.
That's how I started figuring out. Because, like, a virus would be, like, 195 kilobytes. I'd be like, that's not a fucking song. That's a Trojan.
Nah, most of that shit was legit. But you got just so many viruses in the process that it just...
Yeah, you learned
it didn't even matter.
You learned the pattern at some point. You're like,
I mean, for me, at some point, it was like, all right, I'm going to just do it on my shitty laptop. So that way I could put all the legitimate audio on my iPad or on my iPod back in the day. Right? But then I would have an iPod full of fucking songs that I'm just going to listen to forever.
Yeah.
But I'm going to fucking just trash this PC and buy a new one afterwards or something. Like... stick with it until the very end, until it just blue screens completely.
Yeah, and then the beater joint.
And then try and get another one or get it fixed or factory reset or some shit.
Yeah. The move was you just reinstall Windows on top of it.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden, viruses. I feel
that's crazy. Like, I promise you, if there's still iPods, Jesus Christ, dude, that's a forgotten word. If there's still iPods around, I guarantee you, there's at least one song on every single one of them that has been torrented from LimeWire.
Yeah, that's fun.
That's how fucking prominent LimeWire is during that time.
Yeah. I felt like the whole file sharing thing was crazy because like every year or two you had to switch what you were using, right?
Yeah, but they tried taking down LimeWire multiple times. Yeah. It was taken down multiple times. And then they would just fucking rebrand them and remake them.
They would do a reiteration. They'd be like, now it's...
3.8.
Yeah.
Like,
now it's...
What the fuck?
They're serving ads and they're kind of staying legal that way or some shit.
Nah. They were never legal, bro.
Really?
Never legal. Never had any ads. Never had nothing.
You know what happened? I feel like LimeWire wasn't working for me at some point. I switched to BearShare. You remember that shit? Mm-mm. Because it was like
after the whole LimeWire fiasco, dude. Like I think I went through like maybe 3 laptops at that point. By the time it was completely gone, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother doing this shit again.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's when I stopped torrenting. Oh, that was the last thing I torrented. By the way, I never torrented a game. No, none of that shit.
I don't think LimeWire even counts as torrenting.
It definitely does.
No, because LimeWire is you're downloading the file. A torrent.
What was it like pirating?
Torrent is a workaround device. You download the torrent, which is a file that isn't the song. It's a set of instructions to then download the song, and it's just a very subtle. That's why I like MicroTorrent and Pirate Bay. That's why all that shit works now because it's like if I'm a drug dealer, right? I got the drugs. If I just sell them, boom, I'm caught. That's LimeWire, right? Now, if I take the drugs and I make like a dead drop or whatever, I go to the trash can, open it up, there's $100. Boom, I take that, and then I look around, I'm like, put that in there, roll out, dude comes over 20 minutes later, grabs that. It's like there's a middleman there, and...
You mean no middleman?
Huh?
Middleman is what, fucking air?
Time. Yeah, middleman is... There's a server in Lithuania, so the Americans can't touch it.
From prosecution.
Yeah. There's no like copyright law, like a you know. So that's how torrenting. That's how they sort of get around it.
Yeah. Well, how is it that fucking some country like how is that even a thing that like some countries just don't give a fuck about copyright laws?
Yeah.
Like how is China able to just go and do whatever the fuck it ever wants? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like if you own a property, that's your property. If you own, whatever it is that you filed for, it's yours. Like, I created it. Yeah. You know, it's my design.
Yeah.
How is it that some fucking Ching Chong motherfucker can just be like, ha ha, I got him? Like, but like seriously, like look at all their fucking cars, dude. All their cars are like just blatantly copied over.
Yeah.
Like every single car out there is 100% mimicked off of like a BMW or some shit or something like that.
Yeah.
And then all their cell phones are fucking copied. All their watches are copied. Like everything in China is a goddamn copy.
It's true. Yeah.
Like, how is it that they're able to just get away with that shit? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
They're protected by the law.
By what? Their own law?
Yeah.
That's stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, how are you just able to go in and take somebody else's fucking full hard-earned work like that? Like if somebody just scripted us, like I guarantee you there's probably a podcast in fucking China at this rate that just fucking translates all my dumb shit into fucking Chinese or Mandarin, I'm sorry, and fucking just every fucking 2 weeks they release a fucking episode. Like, come on, man.
I love the idea of them being like
fucking Chinese Don, bro. The Chinese hills.
Yeah. They feed a dude so he gets fat. They're like, all right, we'll bleach another guy's hair.
Fucking Christ. But like, that's the fucking reality, dude.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Like, it's just there's no other way around it. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, so it works like this. Like, let's say you put out your album. You know what I mean? Trapioca Part 4, right? And it's just like, now you're in America, you file for a patent in America, right? So now in all the markets in America, you have legal ratchets to stop people from pirating and doing all that shit, right? If you're an artist and you want to do that, you got to go to all 200 countries and file for a patent.
That's fucking absurd.
Yeah. So it's just like, that's kind of what it is. You can do that to China too. That's, you can go to China and say, hey, I would like to, I want a patent deal. Okay, you got to be able to, under Chinese law, shut dudes down for bootlegging you.
I mean, I don't know. Like, on the other side, that's smart. I get it. But still, it's like, how are you just able to do shit like that? That doesn't make sense.
Ironically, Sun Tzu was the guy that said, just
copy. If you can't beat them, join them.
Basically.
Fucking, Sun Tzu quote right there, bro.
Yeah, he said, basically, if you're an A-class thinker, you can come with your own ideas, and you can, you know what I mean? You're a beast.
My man really looked at the future and was like,
"Yep,
copyright should not be translated."
Yeah,
and then they were like, "Yeah, what's that? No idea what that word is."
Yeah,
that's literally what the fuck happened.
Yeah, and he said like, if you're a dumbass, if you're like a B-class thinker, like if you're not a genius, you just need to copy people who are geniuses, and just as long as you can understand someone else's thinking. And they're good at it, then you're kind of a B. If you're a C, I forget what it was. But yeah, ironically, Sun Tzu was the guy that said, "Look, if you ain't the guy, be the guy behind him. Fucking copy his ass and win."
I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, I think that's fucking
fucking assholes, man.
That's hilarious,
bro. But yeah, that shit, man. Like,
yeah.
They copy literally everything, though. It's everything. Yeah. Like that.
It's IP. Yeah, they got their own version.
Literally, fucking just flat out, fucking just Breath of the Wild.
Oh
with a bunch of fucking gotcha bullshit.
That's true.
It's literally fucking everybody said. And dude, people are praising that game. Apparently, it's fucking phenomenal. Like, it's such a good game.
Yeah.
It's a literal fucking clone. Like, it's a literal copy of Breath of the Wild.
Why is it? Is it like the art styles or like?
It's the same art style. Like, there's screenshots of like areas that are exactly the fucking same.
Oh god!
It's just a different character standing there. Like, they do that shit all the fucking time in advertisements. Do you ever, like, see those, like, ads on Instagram for, like, a mobile game or something?
Yeah.
And it'll just be, like, completely fucking different than what the actual game is. Like, I remember watching, like, a fucking, like, intense dragon battle, right? Like, as an ad, some dude is beating the shit out of a dragon. It's like a World of Warcraft raid. Some crazy fucking hype shit, right? And then you look at the fucking game itself through the App Store, and it's one of those Connect 4 fucking puzzle bullshit. Like, where the fuck do you, how do you advertise something as a fucking one thing, and then just it's a completely different thing? It's like me selling you fucking chicken nuggets and then giving you fucking nails. Like what the fuck? Here's some fried nails, fuckface. Like, you wanted some chicken nuggets, right? That's what you came here for. Here you go. What?
That's just really disappointing. Dude, you walk around in China, there's like fake Apple stores. Like all the stores we have at Times Square and everywhere.
Nah, they're not fake, bro. They're actual Apple stores because all their fucking factories are damn over there.
No. But they have a store that Apple gets no cut of it.
So like the bite of the apples on the other side.
Yeah. Like it's as if me. I went back to my house, nailed a fucking Apple sign on my front door.
But you put it upside down.
Yeah.
You gotta change it just a little bit, you know.
I don't even think they
like the homework rule, bro.
I don't even think they give a fuck. They're like, dude, come arrest us. Come on, pussy, do it.
No, but like, dude, no. I think I told you about. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. I don't remember if I talked about it on the podcast, but there was a fucking time. It was BMW specifically. Yeah. There was a car in China that that Chinese maker made, and it looked exactly like a BMW X5. Literally fucking part for part, like identical as fuck. It just had the wrong logo on it because it was it was the Chinese company logo, right? And it had a fucking nutty ass name. Like it wasn't the X5. It was like the fucking XB fucking 68 2900, right? Yeah. And then BMW was like, bro, that's my fucking design. Like that's my fucking whip. I'm gonna come fucking sue y'all for stealing my fucking shit, right?
Yeah.
And they lost. They fucking lost. The Chinese government was like, nah, bruh, that don't look the same.
That's wild.
And that's it. They just fucking said, fuck off, dude. Get out of my country. Like, what the fuck?
They took the blue and white quadrant. They just hit flip horizontally on Photoshop. And they were like...
Bro, they literally took the same fucking bodywork. They just... It was like... It's like if you 3D printed a fucking car.
Yeah.
That and then you just put a different logo on it. Like for the car brand. Yeah. You know, the car model or whatever. Mm. Yeah. That's what they did.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even try to fucking hide it. They didn't even try.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking outrageous.
Like China as a country, like they're kind of shitting in their own mouth as far as all that shit goes. Because what that means is all they do is copy.
No, they're fucking brilliant for it, actually. They're brilliant. Because it's like, you don't ever have to be creative.
Yeah, they're brilliant for that part, right?
Because... Like, if we're all the fucking creative people out here, right, in all the first world countries, like, why would you waste your own time? Well, you could just take the best shit that they have and then just copy it.
No, it's true.
It makes sense, but, like, it's stupid how they were able to do it.
That's true. That's true. It is brilliant to just say, hey, fuck it, man, we'll copy you, and there's, like, I love that they got together and 1.2 billion people said, yeah, fuck all the rest of you guys. We're gonna do what we want. Like they're just a big gang. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
The thing is, because they don't innovate, then Western countries are always gonna stay like a little sliver ahead of them.
Well, yeah.
I mean, you know, because it's like we're on the cutting edge of it. We manufacture the shit first. We you know what I mean? Like whatever it is, we get it popping, and then they go and reverse engineer it. But it just, you know what I'm saying? Like it gives us lead time. It's like, all right, we got it. Cool. You know what I mean? And it's just that'll fuck them up later, China, because it'll get to a point where they have this huge just deficit over their head of like, well, yeah, dude, you know, it's like, dude, if you know a guy, right? And like every other day he fucks you over in some way, right? Mm-hmm. Just, hey, yeah, he fucked your girl, he fucking, you know what I mean? He borrowed $5 over you until you suck his dick. You know what I mean? And just eventually the other dude's gonna come out and just punch him in the fucking mouth. You're like, you piece of shit, get my shit back here and take his sneakers, you know what I mean?
Not legally.
Yeah, it won't be legal, but like, that's what's going to happen on the world stage. The UN is going to look at China like, dude, you suck it, okay? You fucking bums. Like, it's fucked up. The only leverage they have is their manufacturing. Because it's like, all right, we'll let you do it because you're jamming out units.
Yeah.
So fine. So it's like, it is a weird give and take, right? Everything in life is this, it's a zero-sum game, double-edged sword kind of shit, right?
Right.
Where it's like, you really get what you put out, and you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit kind of works, right? Because it's like, you know, there's no, like, China's like, cool, fucking, we'll do all this manufacturing, all this bullshit for you. The other edge of the sword is, we're going to steal shit for you, we don't give a fuck, I don't know what else they do. I mean, I guess they hang on the nukes. You know what I mean? Like, what? I don't know.
They fucking reverse engineered our nukes too, probably, bro.
Yeah.
The first fucking nuclear bomb that was ever dropped, they were like, give me that shit.
Yeah, they took a picture of it, they screenshotted that shit, and they were like, fucking, they throw the picture down on the table in front of 12 dudes, like, go figure it out.
I wonder how far along that whole, like, nuclear thing is at this point.
What do you mean?
Like, bombs and shit.
Yeah.
Because they're able to fucking, they're what, like, 50 billion times stronger now than what was actually dropped back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking wild.
The Hiroshima and Nagasaki ones, by the time the 60s rolled around, they had bombs that were like 5 or 10 times stronger.
Yep, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude, innovation hydrogen
is just
bombs,
like,
you know?
Like, innovation itself is just fucking stupid. Like, it's so dumb, dude. It's like, it's great because it's convenience right at its finest. Like, I'll give you a fucking example, dude. I just ordered a fucking toothbrush, an electric toothbrush, right? Yeah. Because, as recommended by my dentist, because CVS was boarded up and didn't fucking have them. Thank you, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go online, I'm gonna order it from Amazon. Ordered it, and I get a fucking email, like, literally maybe 10 minutes later, and it's like, since you bought a fucking toothbrush, because you know how the electric ones that you gotta replace the brushes, like the top, the heads? Yeah. And so it was like, you're now eligible for like a 50% discount on your refills or whatever on the extra heads. And then it was like, it went on into more fucking detail. It was like, since the toothbrush that you bought has fucking like actual sensors that tell you when to replace the fucking head, I'm sitting here like, bro, this is a toothbrush. Like, what the fuck? Dude,
it my shit, the heads on its own if you plug it in the
I read into it. No, because I saw that and I was like, that's fucking ridiculous. This is a toothbrush, right? Yeah. And granted, I did buy like one that's like semi high quality. Like I didn't cheap out on it.
Did you get a Quip?
No, I got an Oral-B one. Okay. It's Oral-B 7000 or 8000 series, whatever the fuck. It's like, yeah, bro. It was like $150, right? But no. Hear me out. It was like half. It was like half off because I was a Prime member, so I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'll get it." Nice. Because the next one up, I was looking at it was like $70. Yeah. And I was like, I may as well just buy this one, because it's technically better. So fuck that, right? So I bought that shit, and like I'm looking more into it, bro. This shit gets fucking weird. Like it gets weirder and wilder at the same time. This shit tells you if you're brushing your teeth right. This shit tells you like if you're fucking up, if you're doing it too fast, if you're doing it too slow. Like that shit goes in, dude. It's fucking a toothbrush. Yeah, a toothbrush, bro. That just says, "Yo, no, keep brushing, cuz."
It might as well just connect to a chip in your brain that just programs you to fucking do it right.
Bro, but like, what the fuck?
It gives a chime when you're done with that tooth, right?
Yeah, probably. It fucking, dude. It's got like 18 different speeds. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. Yeah. Needless to say, I'm excited as fuck to start brushing my teeth with that bitch. And I got a water pick too, like one of those water flossers. Dude.
I got you. Yeah.
I'm excited for that one as well.
Nice. Is this all like this falls on like this is the 4 out of 5 dentists recommend?
Yeah. This is my dentist was one of the 4.
I got you.
So they definitely recommended me that shit.
They haven't gotten the 5th dentist to cave yet.
No. I don't know what's up with that. Like, who's the 5th guy? Like, why is he always an asshole? It's me. I'm the 5th guy. I'm the one that's like, no, fuck that. I use Panasonic.
I got it. That's another.
I use Colgate, bitch. Fuck Oral-B.
That's another episode 41 topic. Is who the fuck is the where'd they even concoct that statement? Because there's no 5th guy. He's dead. Okay. He's a fucking made up.
He was bribed, dude, by the other company. Like it has to be. This is a episode 40 topic now, bitch. Okay, what are you talking about?
Let's dig into this shit. Yeah. Okay, so you think he would? Okay, you think he's taking payola?
No, he's definitely either paid. He's either paid off by the other company. Yeah. Wait, is there 5 dentists in all of Review Worlds?
Like, wait a minute, okay, so there's 3 that are they'll just play ball with whoever.
Oh, they'll just take cash whenever it comes.
And each side has a guy that's
you know what it is? Joe. The 3 genuinely care. Okay. The 3 genuinely care.
You can't buy them off.
Yeah. So they're like, all right, whatever. We'll do a review. We'll do our honest opinion on it. Yeah. The 4th is the swing factor, right? Okay, the 4th is the one that tips the scale, right? He's the one that's like, all right, this is going in the commercial for sure, whether or not he agrees. Yeah. If he doesn't agree, then it's like, boom, we don't even put that shit in there, right? Yeah. But the 5th guy, he's either paid off to just purposely be like, nah, this ain't a perfect product, right? Or he finds like a tiny little flaw in it. He's like, no, that one left toothbrush thing or whatever it is, it's just no good.
He's like
go with Colgate.
He's the .01 germ that you can't scrub out.
Yeah. But like, they're. But wait, so hold on. Let's backtrack here. Because they're dentists. Yeah. They're not fucking engineers. They're not fucking chemists that mix toothpaste. How the fuck do they know if it's good or not?
I'm assuming they're consultants at this point. They're old, they're paid off, they're sitting on board somewhere, like the board of fucking American Dentistry, some bullshit, right?
Hey, it's like the goddamn fucking Surgeon General that tells you everything is bad.
Yeah. And there's 3 of them that are like, listen, we don't have a dog in a fight, we'll play ball. Both of you ludicrous idiots are just, you guys make toothbrushes fine, right? And then the one's just like, nope, fucking Colgate's cool, I don't fuck with Oral-B. And Oral-B's like, you know what, you're a cocksucker.
Right. He's got to be like a direct representative for the company. Like, who is the 5th dentist? Fucking Google search right here.
God, it's like
4 out of 5. The truth about the 5th dentist.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, my God. Nah, this is just probably somebody's fucking dumbass opinion.
For sure.
Okay, I'm not gonna read this. I don't even know. Come on, give me like a fucking thing.
Yeah, we need cliff notes.
Who is the 5th dentist?
Fucking JFK.
Dude, but like, what a statement though. Like, why? How does that statement fuck up so many people? How is it, dude? Because this is a common thought. Like, yeah. I mean, we're not the only psychopaths out here sitting wondering who the 5th dentist is, right? Like,
I've been hearing that all my life.
Like, I sometimes wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, who's this guy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the only one that does that, right?
3 nights ago, I woke up in a cold sweat. I couldn't fucking.
See?
I couldn't stand it.
Like, I can't be the only one.
Yeah.
Well, here's the fucking Urban Dictionary term is the 5th dentist is when a girl uses a man's jizz to brush her teeth. 4 out of 5 dentists prefer Colgate. The 5th prefers jizz. Great. Thanks, dude.
That's a good bar to get off as a dude, where you're like, where you tell women like the usefulness of sperm, like it's good for your skin and shit like that.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's good.
So the original term, actually, I'm sorry to cut you off. The original term came from Trident Gum slogan.
Okay. They were pushing to be able to...
Because this is like the 5th time I see Trident Gum, so I'm going to just assume that that's a fact at this point.
Side note, Trident, dude, has put me up on so many good like R&B songs in their commercials. They just got it together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. They want the 5th. The FDA like shot them down, right? They were like, we can't give you the 5th dentist. You can say everything you want about this fucking gum. We can't, there's a real dentist who's like, nah, dude, that sugar's going to fucking ruin you. Wait, does Trident even market themselves as like a... Yeah, because they got
because it was originally in the 70s when the slogan came out. And then it said 4 out of 5 dentists recommend this gum, I guess.
I gotcha. And you know about the sugar industry, how that shit works, right?
No, what goes on in
So, check this out. So, at some point in history, so you have carbohydrates, which is sugar.
All right, so it's just bullshit, basically.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're digging into it.
All right,
You got carbohydrates.
It's just for the lulz, bro.
Yeah. Check me out. You got carbohydrates, which is sugar. You got fats, you got proteins. Fat is a poorly named thing, right? Like, it sounds like, oh, yeah.
Let's borrow some fat off the Don for this.
Yeah, exactly. Let me get put a chunk of fat in my mouth. I'm hungry. The thing is...
I think of fat as, like, grease.
Yeah.
That's kind of how, when something says fat, I'm like, greasy as shit.
That's probably what it is, yeah. And the thing is, carbohydrates are the things you don't want to eat the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sugar being horrible, right? Fat's cool, and protein's really good for you when you're moving around. You know what I mean? So what happened was the sugar industry, they misled the public so hard. Like back when no one gave a fuck, when there really wasn't an FDA and what I mean, all that shit was just getting started. They just pushed for, hey, sugar's great for you. Fucking oh my god, it's in your cereal. You know what I mean? Just they push so hard with commercials, and it was common back then. I don't know the specifics on sugar, but it was common back then to fund a study that this is actually great for you. You know what I mean? Like, they did the same thing with the tobacco industry.
Yeah.
They covered up shit. They got, they got the 5th dentist to say it was cool.
That's a pretty good... the 5th smoker.
Yeah.
But that's pretty fucking wild, because I remember when I was growing up, like, very little, for a brief period of time, I remember when they were still advertising cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about?
Yeah,
Why is it just gone?
Yeah, they said, look, you can't do it anymore. It's just
fucking conspiracies, man. Like, something's crazy.
They've been trying to do that forever. Like, there was a point where, Joe Camel showed, it's like a camel with a cigarette in his mouth. the Marlboro Man just. Man, I got so much pussy. I got so much pussy. You need to smoke these cigarettes.
Yeah, the fucking cowboy dude.
Yeah, and then they decided it's not in the public interest to glorify smoking. They're like, this is fucking. Now that's why you go to bars and like some hot chick walks up to you at like 1:30 and is like, "Hey, do you smoke?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Which I don't.
I sure do.
And she's like, "If you fill this thing out, I'll give you 2 free packs of cigarettes."
Oh yeah. No, those things were great when I used to smoke. Every time I would go to like a 7-Eleven, there would always be like a Camel representative. And because I always buy Camel Crushes back when I smoked.
Yeah.
So like they would always be like, "Oh shit, homie's buying Camels already. Let's get them." And then I would just always give them my email address. Dude, they would mail me out like coupons. It would be like buy one get one free or something, or like buy one. It was like for $1 a pack or some shit like that. Yo, those things were clutch as fuck, man.
Yeah, I still get coupons for American Spirits. Those are the if I smoke cigarettes, those are the cigarettes I get.
Yeah, if I still smoke, I probably would try to switch them. Yeah. But the problem with American Spirits is that the tobacco is. I'm going to use the wrong term, but the tobacco is so pure, right, that it takes forever to fucking smoke that shit.
Oh yeah.
Like it's either that or the filter is just so fucking like powerful, like because they still have filters, but their whole idea is that they don't use any chemicals in the filters, right?
Yeah.
So like that shit takes like 10 years to fucking take a drag out of. So you're sitting there, you're like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a dense.
You fucking run out of breath by the time you get a hit, and then you're like, fuck.
Yeah, it's half a cigar.
Yeah, and then you end up smoking it.
Yeah. By the way, thanks to all the other fucking cigarette companies for putting dog piss in the fucking filter and tar and like, dude. Can I just
fiberglass, dude?
Yeah. Can I just pick up a fucking? Can I just rip a stalk of tobacco out of the ground, fucking roll it up and smoke? Like what?
Yeah.
Why does it got to be this fucking?
Well, it's the whole idea of like getting people addicted to it because and it's weird, man. Like honestly, as an ex-smoker, when I would smoke, like, and this is why I gave you a fucking difference between an American Spirit and a regular cigarette.
Yeah.
Like you just for some reason keep going back to the regular cigarettes, the Camel Crushes, your Marlboros, the Newports, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Like you just always go back to them for some reason. They taste different.
Yeah. That's just
they do.
That's just addictive.
It like genuinely is, yeah. I mean, the taste is addiction.
Yeah,
like that's just what it tastes like. It tastes like addiction, bro.
Yeah, you get terrible. You get the stimulant. Often nicotine's a stimulant, right? So you get that, and then when you don't have it, you get kind of like a hangover.
Even if because I smoked like tobacco out of a pipe, or I just rolled tobacco, right? Like just pure shit.
Yeah,
and it's like it's not anywhere near the same, like at all.
Yeah. Yeah, tobacco used to be this nice thing that Native Americans just smoked, and they were like, "Oh, we go." Now they're like, "Dude, bang, plug an AIDS filter onto the front of it, and just
used fucking tampons, dude, go right in there."
Yeah, well, they recycle it. Like, it's like post waste tampons. Yep. Just like fuck it, they will give you anything. Man. It's the same thing with sugar, though, right? Like at some point, because it was like they had sugar, pure sugar cane that you get from Minecraft, and they just put that. They put that in the Coca-Cola. Yeah. Then they figured out, here's this high fructose corn syrup shit. Mm-hmm. It's cheaper for us to make. We make it out of corn. Fucking there's corn subsidies.
Yep. You know how much shit is made out of actual corn in America, dude? It's fucking gross. Like,
it really is.
Whoever fucking saw corn and was like, this is the future, is a piece of shit. Like those are the people that need to be hunted down whenever we come out with a time machine.
Yeah. It's bonkers. Like, farmers still collect a subsidy from the federal government that was put in place during World War II. Like, when Japan attacked us, we figured out, all right, we're jumping into this war. One thing that FDR did to secure the country's food supply was they just started paying farmers. Like, you're a farmer, we're going to hit you with, just keep going. You know what I mean? And that's why, to this day, produce is so cheap. When you go to Acme or you go to a farmer's market, because they can afford to do that. If they didn't have that in, it would be like other countries where it's like, okay, that's a hit.
I always thought it was because it was bulk. Because they sell their shit in such fucking ridiculous quantities that it's like, yeah.
I think it's got something to do with it. I'll tell you why bananas are so cheap. In the fucking starting around the 1900s, you ever hear the term banana? Like, there's a store, Banana Republic. Mm-hmm. That's an actual term. But in South America, around the turn of the century, 1900, bananas were introduced at the World's Fair. And we're like, oh, look at this fucking fruit, this exotic thing that we've never seen before. Everyone loves it.
I think you told me this story before.
Yeah.
Actually, probably on the podcast as well.
Yeah. And then they take over. I'll give you the short one. They just take over nations, and then there's nations that their whole economy is selling America bananas.
Yeah.
And now you can get them for 69 cents a pound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like still, they never do. It's like Arizona iced tea or fucking produce. They never change the price. Man. It's fucking bananas are.
They probably just have way too many of them.
Yeah, it's such a
because it's just easier to grow.
Yeah,
like, because it's tropical based, right? If any of those tropical countries grow them, they just boom, there you go.
Yeah, and the market it's so greased. It's so like, hey man, this is all you do. This is what we pay you, and like entire nations are just they have a secure workforce.
Yeah,
just off of the American banana consumption.
Yeah,
bonkers, dude. The sugar. I mean, look. Oh, dude, I'm fucking ramming today.
Oh, no, we're fucking.
Oh my god,
we're about to be taken off air, bro, for exposing the truth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is gonna end in a snuff film. This is got gunshots gonna come through the window and end me. Fucking another thing with the corn, right? There's they turned corn into ethanol, right?
I think they found like a way to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, ethanol subsidies. Something they did in the '90s. I don't know if it's still around, but they're like, yeah, keep growing corn because we'll turn it into ethanol. Even though it's...
Well, there's the thing you could make, like... Nah, I'm thinking of the wrong thing.
Yeah. It's not even cost effective to do it, too. Mm-hmm. They grow this fucking corn. I swear to God. We're taking callers. Okay?
Fuck corn! God damn.
You know, every radio... every conspiracy show, they're like, that's my fucking... Yeah, shows.
We're taking Discord invites.
Yeah.
Join in with your craziest conspiracy.
Our boy with the red hair pops in. He's like, "Hey, my name is long time."
It tends to be someone else, like
long time listener, first time caller.
Muffles his voice a little bit, like black silhouette.
Yeah, my name's Colleen. I just want. Then he starts doing his own shit.
Oh shit!
He's like.
And
the moon's made of
we'll
cheese.
Just call it on that, bro. Before a bullet comes fucking flying.
Right.